welcome back to a new video. Not been much progress. It's been a month since I've done a video and I've not done anything other than get myself a Triangle of Doom t-shirt from Hubnut, which I'm quite pleased with. On the car though, nothing at all. I've had a couple of little splits in the paintwork, which I'll show you in a second. Primer, a couple of little reactions, so I'm going to have to rub them back. I think I'm going to order up some bar coat so I can cover over them and do repair again. A few little areas I'm not happy with. I'll show you how the roof came out because obviously as you know in the last video, give the roof a quick spray over. It's shown a couple of little imperfections. Now I was only planning on doing inside the shut. Now that is okay, but there's a couple of tiny sanding marks which again I'll show you in a second. That I'd rather just rub them back for where I'm up to at the moment. It's no trouble, rub them back, do them again. If necessary, I'll get some more paint. Not really bothered, but I'll show you where I'm up to. Alright, before I go into the car and show you everything, don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the channel. It's massively appreciated. Subscriptions have gone up a little bit while I've been away from it as well, which I've been pleased about. Still been getting a few views, which again I'm happy with. So thanks so much to everyone that's watching, and especially those that subscribe as well. Right, well, we'll start with the roof. As you can see, it's a little bit orange peely, and there's a few imperfections. As you know, I painted it with the door open, so I was expecting that. Now, there's a slight shine on it, but I didn't actually paint this with a high gloss paint, high gloss thinners rather. Anyway. So I was kind of expecting. Next bit I'll show you inside here. So this is actually better than the factory finish was, to be fair, and that definitely would come up better. But what I'm going to do again, I'll go over it with wet dry and I'll put another couple of coats in there. But the main issue I've got is down here. I've drawn some black lines on it, but I don't know if you're going to be able to make out. There's a couple of sanding swirls just inside. There you go, just catch it there, just on the light. A little bit of a sanding swirl. So again, I'll knock that back, reprime that area, and that should be right. The back valance is actually alright, so that'll just get flatted and then re-top coated. The back arch, really only painted it so that I could see if there were any dents left, and as you can see, I think here somewhere there's a bit of a paint, there you go, a couple of scratches in the paint there. I was expecting that, and it was always intended that was going to get rubbed back because I've not actually gone to 800 grit on the bodywork, so that was more so that I could see myself if I had all my lines right, if I had any dents or dints in the bodywork on this quarter panel. Because if you go back, I think it was video 6, this panel wasn't fantastic and it's had a fair bit of metal work done on it. Very little filler, but I just wanted to make sure that there was no dents, and as you can see, there's nothing at all. My biggest issue is this front end. So it's difficult to pick up on the camera, but there's a crack, hairline crack here, and then there's one a little bit further up. There you go, there's one there, where obviously there's a bit of a reaction. Now I've taken this down back to bare metal twice and gone over it twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bare metal it now, and then I'm just going to have to bar coat it. It's the only thing I can think of to try and get myself there. And then that should be sorted. And for whatever reason, I've bare metaled this area now, I think 3 times this whole area, and I'm still getting little bits of cracking in the paint like there. I've tried it with the normal primer, a 1K primer, and also an aerosol just to see if that helps, and neither of them have, so that's going to have to get bare metaled again. And then again here, so a little bit of crazing in the paintwork there, it's just no good, so that's going to get bare metaled again. And then this bit here, I actually dug this out and thought I'll try just a bit of seam sealer, but again we've had a couple of reactions, so that's going back to bare metal as well. As you know, I'm in no rush to do this. I'd love to have got it on the road this year, but it's unlikely. Right, so here I'm going to start with 240 grit in the DA. I'm going to rub this arch back all the way around here. I'll do part of this panel and then the rest is going to be done by hand. So I'm just going to knock it back, get rid of the main scratches in here, and then it'll probably be wet and dry done. I'll just show you where I'm up to with the roof. As you can see, I've been over it with the DA. I've just done it with 120s for now. So, flattened it all back. Where the imperfections were, it wasn't this area, which you'd think that must have been a very slight high spot there, but the imperfections that you could see in the paintwork were here. So I'm going to run over it with 240s now, and I'll flash back in and show you where we're up to. But it's looking okay. Right, I've now gone over the roof with 240 grit. I'll show you how it's up to. Hopefully you can see where a few of the slightly high spots and where there wasn't so much paint. As I say, I only did a quick job on it. I'm going to go over it with 400 grit now, but what I'm going to use is a foam intermediate pad here. So this should help me go around the contours a little bit better. So I'll do that and I'll bring you back in once I've done 400. So I've taken this back to bare metal. As you can see, there was a little dint there, so I don't know if it was something to do with the old paint, maybe the filler reacting with it. I've taken this bit back to bare metal as well. Just need to wire wheel out the little bit of filler in there. This was all filled round to get the shape round, to get the shape right rather. So taking it back, I'll fill that section and I'm going to wire wheel this. Right, I've had to come to an abrupt stop. I'll show you where I'm up to and I'll show you why I'm stopping. So this is all bare metalled. That's all ready for little skimmer filler where there's a little dint there. Skimmer filler just on that little section there. That's all taken completely to bare metal. I was just sanding this down and then I heard a burst on the air compressor. So obviously thought the worst, and all it was inside the compressor housing. It's come off the end there. So I'll show you whereabouts on my compressor that is, and I'm going to have to make it out of rigid copper, I think. Alright, so the compressor goes in here, and basically that hose joint from there to there, and I wanted it flexible so that I could get it in and out, because obviously it's on wheels, and for any maintenance I wanted to be able to do it, but obviously that's not going to happen. On that literal bombshell, I'm going to have to crack on, fix this, hopefully get on with the car. Maybe if I get time, I think it's now about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. If I get time, we'll get in the car, but I want to try and get this video out tonight, and I'll crack on with it again tomorrow. So please like and subscribe anyway if you enjoyed it. Appreciate every single one. Thank you.